When we talk about the Bharatiya Janata Party or BJP and its foreign relations, especially with neighboring countries, it's like peeling an onion. The more layers you uncover, the more complex it gets. So, let's dive into this because it's essential to understand how these relationships shape not just politics but the lives of millions of people. First up, let's talk about Pakistan. Pakistan. Our neighbor with whom we share a history that's as tumultuous as a Bollywood drama. The BJP government has taken a tough stance here, and who can blame them? Cross-border terrorism is a real issue, and it's a matter of national security. But the flip side is that this hardline approach has kept the door to dialogue firmly shut. It feels like we're stuck in a loop, with both sides pointing fingers and not really getting anywhere. And let's be honest, when you're constantly at odds, it doesn't just affect governments. It trickles down to people, to families, to everyday lives. Now, moving on to Nepal. Nepal, a beautiful country full of rich culture and stunning landscapes, but the relationship with India has been rocky. There's this perception that India tends to meddle in Nepal's internal affairs, and honestly, that's a tough pill to swallow for our neighbors. With Nepal growing closer to China, it's like watching a sibling find a new best friend, and you're left feeling a bit jealous. India has historically been the big brother in this relationship, but the dynamics are shifting, and we've got to ask ourselves, are we being overbearing? Then we have the Maldives. The political scene there is like a game of musical chairs, and it seems like India is struggling to find its seat. With leaders leaning towards China, India's influence is being challenged. It's like trying to hold on to a slippery fish. The more you grasp, the more it slips away. This shift requires India to rethink its strategies, to adapt, because let's face it, nobody wants to be the forgotten neighbor. Now let's not forget Sri Lanka. The relationship here is a fine balancing act. On one side there are economic ties that bind us, but on the other, the rising influence of China is like a shadow looming over our partnership. It's complicated, and every time Sri Lanka elects a leader with closer ties to China, India has to navigate this delicate dance. It's like being at a wedding and trying to keep peace between feuding relatives. One wrong move and the whole thing could blow up. And then there's Bangladesh, which has been in the news a lot lately. The political upheaval there has put a strain on our relationship, especially after India's support for Sheikh Hasina. It's a tricky situation. On one hand, we want to support democracy, but on the other, we're left holding the bag when the politics turn sour. It's uncertain, and uncertainty breeds tension. So, where does that leave us? The BJP government is trying to engage diplomatically, but the effectiveness of these efforts is up for debate. It's like trying to fix a leaky faucet. You think you've got it, but then it starts dripping again. It's essential for India to strike a balance between being a strong neighbor and not coming off as overbearing. In the end, these relationships matter. They affect trade, security, and even the everyday lives of people. As we move forward, let's hope for a future where dialogue prevails over discord, where we can all work together for a better tomorrow. Because at the heart of it all, we're neighbors, and neighbors should look out for one another. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on international relations and politics. Thank you for watching.